Welcome to Determined Women of Destiny. This is the last show in the month of March. We are still celebrating Women's History Month. And we want to say thank you to Toledo, Ohio, that has been showing us so much love, and Her Hub, which is an online home for women businesses, resources, organizations, and local events. Welcome to Determined Women of Destiny, powered by Rude Rangers Entertainment. I am your host, Yvonne the Motivator Man. This is the show that gives you the business, the good, the bad, and the beautiful of female entrepreneurship, providing business empowerment through inspirational motivation. I have with me the CEO of one of the hottest cosmetic lines going. This is a vegan cosmetic line, plant-based, ladies. And I have this evening Lorelle Monet. Welcome to the show, Miss Lorelle. How are you?
I'm very well. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me on your show.
Please tell us about Skynn Paint, the vegan cosmetic line. I didn't even know cosmetics could be vegan. So please, I know my listeners, might be saying the same thing. Let us know, what is Skynn Paint?
Absolutely. So it's Skynn Paint Cosmetics. And I wanted to make sure that I did implicate a skincare line along with the cosmetics that I already sell. So being that the line is 100% vegan, that means that everything basically comes from our natural earth. So when I say I got it out the mud, I got it out the mud. For real, for real. So my line is to basically just restore our youth, bring our youth back, get us that glowy, youthful look. So we got it out the mud.
I like that. Got it out the mud. Went back to the earth to give us the nutrients that we need so that we stay beautiful. And I have to make a correction. It is Skynn Paint, not Skinny Paint. It is Skynn Paint. So please accept my apology. Now, I know the first time I had come in contact with Skynn Paint, I was speaking and you were a vendor at this event, and you gave me a tester, and I wasn't looking at color or anything like that. My lips were dry. And you gave me a tester, and this was lip gloss, not lipstick. I put that lip gloss on. I spoke, I ate, I was chilling. I came home, and about 8 o'clock, I still had that color on.
Wow, yeah, that was one of my lip acrylics that I first started out with. It's pretty much a kiss-proof, smudge-proof lip stain, and that I had in various different colors. We still have those, but we have graduated on to lip kits, where you actually get your lip color, a mattified lipstick, as well as a matching liner in that kit as well. So there are the lip acrylics that are still available, but they will be duped and shelved because they will be going, out of our inventory once they're gone.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get mine before they gone then.
That's right.
I need a good lip stain. Now, there might be a little static in the background, and that's because Miss Lorelle was kind enough to squeeze me into her schedule, and right now she is providing a service for her client. So can you tell us a little bit about the service that the client is receiving as we're having this interview?
Absolutely. So my client today, she's getting her birthday glam. I am also a certified makeup artist. That's where all of this started from. This is where Skynn Paint was created, from me providing and serving my women with beauty glam. So right now we just did her eyebrows and eyeshadow. I am going to lay her eyelashes, and then we're going to move on and just enhance the beautiful skin that she already possesses.
So she's getting a day of glamour. So
Yes, she is a full beat.
yeah, and see, for those of you that don't know the lingo, if your face is beat, that means that a makeup artist did you right. Like you are walking around looking totally fabulous because she beat that face. So a day of glam would be an appointment with you, and you would get skincare, and then you would get the makeover.
Yes.
Okay, and ladies, you know, we're starting to go back out and play. So if you have a special evening coming up, or you know, you want to just look good for that special someone, you may want to get in touch with Miss Lorelle and say, you know, I want a face beat for the weekend, please.
All right. And I'll make sure I'll get you ladies right for that occasion.
Okay, you said you were a certified makeup artist. How did you get involved with doing makeup? You know, what was the inspiration? You know, were you a teenager and you were loving makeup, or you know, you just decided maybe to go to beauty school and you decided makeup was your niche? Tell us how you got involved.
Well, it all started for me back when I used to model. I am a former model. Makeup pretty much came into play because, you know, when you have the photo shoots, you have your runway shows, sometimes, you know, the makeup artist may not get a chance to get to you, or, you know, they get to you and you look like a totally different person. Back when I was modeling, makeup wasn't as popular as it is now. So me, I would just do my own makeup. I never thought that I had like artistry, or never thought that I would be a makeup artist until I went through something very personal, and then makeup became therapeutic for me. So after I felt what I felt after I made myself up and got all beautified, I wanted to make every woman that I came encounter, you know, have the opportunity to have every woman that I came in an encounter with feel that way. You know, as women, we go through so much, you know.
Very true.
We have the kids, we have the husband, we have the career, and the last thing we do is take care of ourselves. So if I can take 1 hour and give someone them back, that's not considered work to me. You know, I feel like it's a duty, and I'm here to serve it. So that's where it started for me.
Well, when we come back from break, we're going to talk a little bit more about, you know, feeling good, looking good, and doing good. So we want you to stay right here, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. You're listening to Determined Women of Destiny on Rudy Radio. I am your host, Yvonne, the Motivator Man, and I've been chatting it up with the makeup artist extraordinaire, Miss Lorelle Monet. When we went, before we went to break, we were discussing her motivation behind what she does. You know, she said that, you know, she had went through a personal situation, but she found that, you know, once she started working on her, that she started coming back to life. Now, you know, we know that that work wasn't just on the outside, and that was on the inside. So discuss with us how, you know, that inner work makes the outer work even more beautiful?
Well, I personally feel as what you have inside resonates outside. So if you have great energy inside, that is going to resonate outside. If you have horrible energy inside, that's what's going to resonate outside. The situation that I went through was very traumatic. And I knew that I had to get myself back together. Otherwise, I would have just crumbled and withered away. And that's what the enemy wants. That's what the devil wants you to do. Because I know God, there was a light that just wouldn't dull out inside of me. And it's just like, you know what? Get it together. Look at yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself XYZ, whatever you have to do to get it together. So my beauty resonated more. And it's just like, well, Lorelle, you have beauty inside of you. Start filling yourself up with that beauty inside so the beauty can resonate on the outside as well. So that's what I did. Mirror exercises. I'm always in the mirror. Now let's enhance the beauty that's already there. And that's where the products come in at.
That is really deep. You know, I think that our younger sisters need to understand that it is okay to have a contoured face, but if your heart needs to be contoured, do that first.
Right.
You know,
right.
handle that first, because it doesn't matter how good your face looks. You know,
it's what's inside of you, and God knows what He created already. It's the heart that's measured. So if you have a beautiful heart, it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. You're beautiful.
What is the most important thing you've learned through being an entrepreneur? And how many years have you been an entrepreneur?
So I've learned to be patient and knowing that I don't know everything.
That's a lesson, ain't it?
Yes, a hard lesson, but a lesson that has been well learned. And I'm still coachable on it. So I still have a lot to learn, I started Skynn Paint in November of 2017. So this November will be going into 4 years. Thank God.
Well, we wish you the best of everything, and that, you keep going. We want to see you expand this line more, because you have so much to offer and so much to give as far as a role model to, younger women coming up that want to do this. People think that, just because you do hair or you do makeup, that's just a little something that you do. They don't understand this is a science, and it takes a lot to do this.
Yeah.
And it's not an easy science. It's not like we go into a lab and, they're going to pay us for the research. Every time someone sits in front of you, that's research, because nobody is the same.
Right.
Nobody is the same. And what are some of the misconceptions about your work? Because like I was saying, people are like, oh, that's easy, I can do it. Well, if you could do it, all these banged up makeup jobs will be walking around here. But give me the most common misconception that you have had to encounter.
Oh, Miss Yvonne, you're gonna make me say this, huh? But I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna say it. It's when people want to basically get a bang for their buck. Let me say that. Mm-hmm. And it's just, oh, well, Lorelle, if I bring my own makeup, is it the same price? That's one misconception. And then it's just like, oh, I just want a light, simple beat. And they think they're going to sit in the chair for 10, 15 minutes and get up. It takes time,
Do you know, in the year was 4 years ago, so that had to be 4 years from now is 2017? 2017 was the last year that anybody alive could get a face beat from me.
Okay.
And
why is that?
Because them little stinking girls graduating from high school, I want a nude look. I'd rather not do a nude look. It is so much work doing a nude look. Them
Yes,
girls
it is.
whipped me dry. And the next year, 2018, is when I retired from doing nails. So only when you pass away is when you will get me to do any makeup. Those teenagers whipped me. When I tell you, they whipped me from the beginning of May to the beginning of June. I was that last final prom I did. I remember I slumped on that woman's couch and I said, I thank God Joe will not call me ever again. It's done. And you're right, because, oh, well, I want a nude look. Honey, I'd rather for you to have color. So now I have to make you look like you have no makeup on. And that is so much more makeup.
Right, because doing a natural look, yes, it is definitely a job. And you're actually using, I'm not going to say it depends on the client's skin. Let me say that. If you have beautiful skin, a natural look can be done 1, 2, 3.
Right.
If you have hyperpigmentation and, you have problematic areas, it's a job, And to get the skin at one complexion, it's the color correction. There's a bunch of underpaint and like under the foundation stuff that you have to do in order to pull that look together. And some people will make, they'll look at it like, oh, it doesn't look like she's wearing that much makeup. It's because the artist put that wrist work in and blended. She did her job. You know what I mean?
And it is putting work in, and people don't realize that's what it is. It is work. You are an artist. You are a chemist. Okay, you are a scientist.
Right. It's a technique and it's a science to it. It's a science to anything that you do.
Yes, when we come back from break, I want you to just discuss about skincare, because without skincare, your makeup, you might as well not even do it. So we're going to go to break. Ladies, I want you to come back because you're going to get some really good tips about your skin. And with the warmer weather coming, you want to get these tips. So we'll be right back. Yes, we will. Right back, right back. Are back, and I hope you are too. This is Determined Women of Destiny. I am your host, Yvonne, the Motivator Man. My guest is Lorelle Monet of Skynn Paint, a vegan cosmetic line. Before we went to break, she was discussing skincare. So Miss Lorelle, tell us about skincare. The weather's getting warmer. How can we prepare ourselves for the warmer weather? It was cold, so we're packing on Vaseline and all that other stuff. And then we got this mask on, and we're trying to make sure we don't dry out. I don't know about anybody else, but my lips have never been this dry before in my life. No matter how much chapstick, lip balm, Vaseline I put on, my lips are always looking like a parched desert. So help us out a little bit with our skincare.
At least you keeping it real, and I love your transparency. And this is why we have Skynn Paint Cosmetics, so we can prevent all of that dry parchedness and all of that from going on. So you asked me about the skincare. The best thing that I can say, moisturize, hydrate, moisturize, hydrate. You want to do that all season round, because that's what your skin, that's what our skin is made of. Water, and then, we have our skin. So when you're using products, even if you're not a makeup wearer, you definitely want to make sure that you are cleansing your face properly. Throughout the day, your skin picks up oils that are trapped in your sebaceous glands. We all have them, and that's what create our pores. So when you have bigger pores, your skin is going to be more oily. When you have more smaller pores or constricted pores, your skin is going to tend to be drier. So if you do have dry skin, you definitely want to hydrate morning and night. If you have oily skin, you also want to make sure you are hydrating your skin morning and night. If you are a makeup wearer, you should be washing your face 2 times a day, in the morning and at night. So with Skynn Paint Cosmetics, I created a morning and a nighttime skincare regimen set that you can use on your skin to, help contain some of these problem areas that we're having. Us as women of color, we suffer from hyperpigmentation, the discoloration in our skin. Some of us may have eczema, rosacea, different things like that. So when you come into my line, you have these products that are built and set up to take away your dark spots in your areas, help reduce the fine lines and wrinkles that you may have in your smile area, crow's feet in your eyes. Also, my hydrator, like my face moisturizer, is built with hyaluronic acid just to plump out, some of those fine lines and wrinkles that we all have.
Okay, I have to stop you because you said the fine lines and wrinkles. Now, I'm a woman of a certain age, and I'm getting those laugh lines around my mouth. That's not funny. So, the product you were just talking about, would that help with those fine lines and those laugh lines that I'm getting?
Absolutely. So the products that would help out with that, I do have my hyaluronic acid that is coming out at the end of April. So you guys want to look forward to that. But what I do have available now that can help with that is my tea face mist. It is a white and white and green tea face toner. That's going to help eliminate the fine lines and wrinkles. And I also have an eye serum that's built specifically for your eyes to, contain that area, the fine lines and wrinkles around there. In my nighttime set, I do have a detoxifying face mask that helps with that as well, followed with our nighttime detox nightwear cream. So I built that cream where it's heavier than a daytime cream in your regular moisturizing regimen set, is because at night you want to moisturize your skin heavier than what you moisturize it in the daytime.
For those of you that may have just tuned in, like I said, you may hear some static in the back, but Miss Lorelle is actually servicing a client as we're having this interview. So how far are you now on the client's service, Miss Lorelle?
I am doing I just laid her skin down. We are highlighting, and then we'll go into the contour, and then we'll do her lips, and she'll be done. So you guys just heard me say about, 2 breaks ago, we just did the eyebrows and the eyelashes and eyeshadow. Now her skin is almost done. So it shows you guys that I can do a full face in about an hour while I'm multitasking, doing something else. I feel liberated right now.
Liberated? No, you are what is the epitome of a hustler. My female entrepreneurs, remember, the dream is free, but the hustle is going to cost. Come on now.
Yes, it is.
We heard Nipsey say that since the time he hit the mic, and it is absolutely true. And I gotta say, I miss Nipsey because I didn't know who he was. I didn't even know his music. And I don't know how I connected with him on Instagram, but every day he had something inspirational. And I always loved when he would send out, remember, the dream is free, but the hustle gonna cost you. you know?
The hustle is sold separately. It's that drive, the motivation.
Yes.
You have to have it, or else you're going to get nowhere very fast.
How do you think that you've made an impact on the women that you've come in contact with? Not only just making their outer self look good, and I know because I just know you personally that while you're doing all of that, I know that you're pumping them full of inspiration and a lot of empowerment and encouragement. But what do you think the biggest impact that you've had?
I always say for me, the biggest impact that I feel that I have on not only my clients, but my friends, people who were totally strangers that I might just see them in a supermarket or whatever. I think the biggest impact is the way that I make people feel, because people they can easily forget what you did or what you said to them, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. So I prize myself on that. You never know what the next person is going through. So a compliment, something to encourage them, something to build them up, or just to put a smile on their face. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost me anything. Actually, it gives me gratitude because it makes me feel good to know that I made someone else feel good. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's the reason why I'm a motivational speaker. I never called myself, I never named myself Yvonne the Motivated Man. It was everybody else that was saying, oh, that's the woman, she's the motivator. Oh, she's so motivating. And that's where the term came from. So I totally understand Cedric the Entertainer, because that's exactly who he is. So I almost never say my name now without, oh, hi, I'm Yvonne, the Motivated Man. I was at work the other day and someone said, can I speak to Yvonne? I was like, yes, hi, I'm Yvonne. Yes, I'm Yvonne. I was getting ready to go right into, hi, I'm Yvonne, the Motivated Man from Journey One of Destiny. I'm like, oh no, we're not on that channel right now. It's funny how your passion turns out to be everything that you are. And I know that your passion is in your products. You can tell it. The video that you had, I said, okay, I'm not playing with Miss Lorelle. She has to be on my show. I want her before she absolutely blows totally up. She gets an exclusive, somebody snatches her and she's just doing just their makeup, because I'll date myself.
Right.
I went to beauty school in 1981. And one of the biggest makeup artists was Reggie Wells. And people say, who's Reggie Wells? Right, you don't know who he is, because in 1985, Oprah Winfrey had him as her makeup artist. When she became syndicated, she snatched him, and nobody else could get makeup by Reggie Wells except for her. Now, I believe in the last 10 years, he's put out a makeup line. But you say Reggie Wells and people are like, who is that? But in 1981, you say Reggie Wells and people would stop.
Right.
So I know somebody's going to snatch you up and you're going to be living on some island, and I'm going to have in my archives. That's all right. I got that interview there on the ground floor.
I know that's right. Well, we're going to claim it, and I'm going to receive everything you're saying right now.
Yes, because your presentation is fabulous. No matter how you wear your hair. When you had that yellow hair, I said, if this ain't the only woman in the world that could rock yellow hair. And I'm not saying blonde, ladies, yellow like the crayon. And she was rocking it. Absolutely. And she's sweet. She's just so sweet. She's cute, as they say, as a button,
Aww.
And her products, they do what they say. So please tell us how we can purchase these products. How can we find you?
So you guys can definitely pull up to my website. It's www.skynnpaint.com. That's SKYNNPAINT.com. You guys can also follow me on Facebook as Skynn Paint Cosmetics, as well as Instagram as Facebook Cosmetics. Skynn Paint Cosmetics on Instagram as well.
So
as you guys see, I am not perfect. I am a human being. So again, you guys can follow me at Instagram at Skynn Paint Cosmetics.
And we can purchase the cosmetics on the website, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If you guys have any questions, you guys can always shoot me a message, DM me. I will definitely get back to you. You know, email list, you can sign up on my website for the email list just to get the inside scoop on what's going on. I'm always doing events. I'm always releasing new products. If I do not have something that you guys are interested in, shoot it to me. I'm here for you guys. I'm here to get your skin right. So if I don't have a product, hey, there's something that can be created. Let's go.
And please tell me, what are the 3 products that we must have from you? It's the must-haves, just for our skin.
I would say my cucumber daily wash, my hydrated moisturizer, and my Hydro Gloss lip gloss.
All right, ladies, you heard it. Those are the 3 must-haves. Miss Lorelle, thank you so much for giving me time today, squeezing me into your busy schedule. I am Yvonne, the Motivator Man. You've been listening to Determined Women of Destiny. The show is sponsored by Slinger Haskell Funeral Home. My creative producer is Rudy J. Breedy. And until next time, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Remember, keep doing what you're doing until what you're doing gets done.